after years of silence, the Savannah family is speaking out.
Angered, frustrated, and disappointed by the recent dismissal of charges against the man accused of killing their daughter, 12-year-old Ashleigh Moore, they have a message. Moore, a student at Duren Middle School at the time, went missing in 2003. Her body was found 3 weeks later. Police charged Ashleigh's mother's live-in boyfriend, Bobby Buckner, with the crime in 2007. But more than 5 years later, the case has yet to go to trial, which is why last week a judge ruled Buckner's right to a speedy trial was violated and the charges were dismissed. News 3's Ellis Massimi sat down with Ashleigh's dad, Robert Berry, at his home near Atlanta.
And I think the question, Alice, why is he talking now?
Well, he told me he is done being quiet. For years, he and his family counted on the district attorney's office to seek justice for his daughter's murder. But after receiving the news last week that her accused killer could go free, he's ready for a fight.
You know, I'm a movie buff, and so I know we went to the movies and we hung out at the mall.
Robert Berry is recalling the last time he saw his daughter, Ashleigh Moore.
And then this one, I think that might have been the last picture that she took, and that was her hanging out with her friends.
Berry says he thinks about her every day, especially as what would have been her 22nd birthday approaches.
Because now she's at the age where we would have been in college. Soon she'd have been walking down the aisle.
Instead of 10 years of memories, Ashleigh's family has spent 10 years seeking justice. Because on April 18th of 2003, Ashleigh went missing.
And we know that Ashleigh wouldn't run away from the people that love her.
I know Jesus, Jesus, he will fix it.
For 3 weeks, a community came together to search and pray for Ashleigh's safe return.
And it just seemed like a bad dream. And I thought that she would walk around that corner any moment. I was praying and hoping.
On May 14th, her body was found near the Savannah Marriott riverfront. At the time, police said they had suspects but wouldn't elaborate. 4 years later, when they charged Ashleigh's mother's live-in boyfriend, Bobby Buckner, with Ashleigh's abduction and murder, Berry was floored.
This guy helped making missing posters. And that just, you have to be pierce of evil to do that, I think.
A registered sex offender, Buckner had been living under the same roof with Berry's daughter for years.
The guilt, like I said, I wasn't there to protect her. That haunts me. As a dad, as a man, that bothers me. And I've taken a stance that it'll never happen ever again. But more importantly, we're going to fix this and get her justice.
Last week, the charges against Buckner were dismissed. 7 years since he was charged, a judge ruled his right to a speedy trial had been violated.
We've been victimized twice. Once by a murder and by a failing judicial system.
In a 36-page order, the judge faulted several things, including the handling of the case by Assistant District Attorney David Perry.
This is not a jaywalking case. Why wasn't somebody brought up to speed? Why wasn't there just Mr. Perry sitting there by himself and just totally above, his neck above water?
Berry's sister recently met with Perry. Berry says the DA offered no apology, but discussed plans to appeal the judge's ruling.
But we're here to say that we're watching every move. The appeal is just the beginning. We know this is a long road, and it may not even be, we may not hear some things that we want to hear, but it's, you gotta at least attempt. And for it to just be dismissed and not be heard is just the worst.
Obvious to see why he's so frustrated about this. What's the district attorney's office have to say about all this?
Well, they're actually not really offering any comments at this time, and while they've told Ashleigh's family that they plan to appeal the ruling, they haven't confirmed that to the media yet.
And is the appeal the only course of action they could take at this point?
Well, again, the DA's office is not commenting on that, but I did contact some legal experts who say that appealing the judge's ruling is the only course of action that there is. Because of double jeopardy, Buckner cannot be re-indicted on these same charges, so if this appeal does not work, Buckner could walk.